Have you ever noticed that when you first buy a phone, it easily lasts all day, but after 2 or 3 years, you're constantly looking for a charger? So what changed? Is Apple slowing down your phone? Are fast chargers ruining your battery? Should you stop charging your phone overnight? The truth is that almost everything you've heard about smartphone batteries is only partially true. Today, we're going to explain exactly why your battery gets worse over time and what you can actually do to make it last longer. How a lithium-ion battery works. Nearly every modern smartphone uses what's called a lithium-ion battery. Inside are two electrodes, a positive side called the cathode and a negative side called the anode. Between them is a liquid called the electrolyte. When you use your phone, tiny lithium ions move from the anode to the cathode. When you charge your phone, those ions move back again. This movement happens every single time your battery charges or discharges. At first, this process is incredibly efficient. But after hundreds of cycles, the battery slowly begins to wear down. Why batteries wear out? Every charge cycle causes tiny chemical changes inside the battery. Over time, some lithium ions become trapped and can no longer move freely. Small internal structures also begin to break down. That means your battery can no longer store as much energy as it did when it was new. For example, imagine your battery originally held enough energy for 10 hours of use. After a few years, it might only hold enough for 8 hours. The phone itself still works perfectly, but the battery's fuel tank has become smaller. This is completely normal. Every lithium-ion battery eventually experiences this type of aging. What is a charge cycle? A common misconception is that every time you plug in your phone, that's one charge cycle. That's not actually how it works. One full cycle means you've used the equivalent of 100% of your battery's capacity. For example, if you use 50% today, recharge, then use another 50% tomorrow, together, those equal one complete cycle. Most modern smartphone batteries are designed to last around 500 to 1,000 full charge cycles before their capacity noticeably decreases. Depending on how often you use your phone, that typically translates to about 2 to 4 years. The biggest battery killer: heat. If there's one thing that damages batteries faster than almost anything else, it's heat. High temperatures accelerate the chemical reactions inside lithium-ion batteries. That's why leaving your phone in a hot car during the summer can permanently reduce battery capacity. The same thing can happen if you're playing demanding games while fast charging. The battery is already producing heat from charging. Adding intense gaming makes it even hotter. Modern phones include systems to help manage temperature, but excessive heat over long periods still speeds up battery aging. Battery myths. Myth number 1. Charging overnight destroys your battery. Reality. Modern smartphones automatically stop charging once they reach 100%. Many even delay the final few percent until just before you normally wake up. Myth number 2. You should always let your phone reach 0%. Reality actually, lithium-ion batteries prefer shallow charge cycles. Frequently draining the battery completely can increase wear over time. Myth 3. Fast charging ruins batteries. Reality, fast charging does create more heat, but modern phones carefully manage charging speed. Under normal conditions, using the charger that came with your phone is perfectly safe. How to make your battery last longer. If you want your battery to stay healthy for as long as possible, here are a few simple habits. Try not to leave your phone in extreme heat. If possible, keep your battery between about 20% and 80% during normal daily use. Use reputable chargers and cables. Update your phone regularly, since software updates often improve battery efficiency. And if your battery health eventually drops below around 80%, replacing the battery is often much cheaper than replacing the entire phone. Batteries don't suddenly fail. They slowly age through normal chemical wear. Every smartphone battery will eventually lose capacity, but understanding how they work can help you get years of extra life out of your device. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new today, be sure to subscribe to Teach Me Techno for easy-to-understand explanations of the technology we use every day.